Watches is such companion that we can take it everywhere and every time. Some people take this companion very seriously and make a collection of different brands of watches, and the most familiar and common one of these is Rolex, the most famous luxury watch brand in the world, and has become a symbol of precision, quality, and luxury. Are you fond of wearing Rolex watches, the most powerful and distinguished brands in the world of luxury and quality? So we brought a new video for you to tell you all about Rolex. Make sure to watch the video till the end, and if you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon and watch our future videos. Getting back to the video, let's start with the beginning of Rolex back in the 20th century. It was founded in 1902 by Hans Wilsdorf and his brother-in-law Alfred Davis as Wilsdorf and Davis. Watchmaking company was first founded in London, where they specialized in importing Hermann Aegler's quality movements and watch cases made by companies such as Dennison. The distribution of the timepieces to jewelers added their names to the wristwatches. Some of the earliest watches produced were often stamped with W and D on the inside of the case back. Historically speaking, the Rolex and its owner, named Hans Wilsdorf, 24-year-old boy living in London, England, came up with the idea to design a stylish and reliable wristwatch. Wilsdorf and his brother-in-law Alfred Davis had already established their shop and were importing Swiss watches and placing them in quality cases. Wilsdorf gave a name for his timepieces that would be easy to remember and pronounce in any language. He called it Rolex. He registered the name and quickly opened an office in Switzerland, and by 1915 the name Rolex was registered. The most important factor to the Rolex company in creating these new watches was that the movements be of the highest quality. This chronometric precision that the makers of Rolex watches insisted upon was what catapulted the company's rapid ascent. Rolex soon received the Swiss Certificate of Chronometric Precision, granted by the official watch rating center in Bienne. Rolex timepieces were then honored with Great Britain's Kew Observatory's Class A Precision Certificate. From that moment on, these quality watches became synonymous with precision. The company then moved to Geneva in 1920, and Rolex began waterproofing its timepieces. Given the name the Oyster, this watch featured a hermetically sealed case, providing optimal protection. Proving its amazing craftsmanship, the first Rolex lasted 10 hours in the water, when Mercedes Gleitz, a young English swimmer, crossed the English Channel wearing her Rolex. The watch was in perfect working condition when she arrived on shore. Throughout the years, motorsports, aviation, and other sporting expeditions were the real-life laboratories that tested the quality of Rolex watches. In 1953, the Rolex Submariner was launched as the first diver's watch. This masterpiece was waterproofed to a depth of 100 meters, or 330 feet, while its rotatable bezel allowed divers to read their immersion time. Stainless steel 904 liters is utilized in high-technology, aerospace, and chemical industries, where maximum corrosion resistance is essential, and this is the material Rolex uses for its steel watch cases. Updated with improved water resistance, new movements, and numerous small cosmetic changes, this watch can now reach 300 meters or 1,000 feet underwater. Rolex celebrated the watch's 50th anniversary by launching the Rolex Submariner Date Anniversary Edition in 2003. This collector's edition includes distinguishing features such as a green bezel and a MAXI dial. In 2008, a new case from the GMT die was introduced for the Submariner Date, which includes heavier lugs and a crown guard. A Cerachrome bezel and updated clasp featuring a quick adjust function were also added. When you read about the rich history of Rolex and the unparalleled status of its iconic timepieces, like the Submariner, it's easy to see why so many want this brand and its products. More often than not, however, many admirers have a hard time wrapping their heads around the hefty price tag that comes with a new Rolex. After telling a short story and brief history of Rolex, let's continue our talk by telling you some interesting facts about it. Most of us don't know about the fact that every Rolex watch is made by hand, ensuring every aspect of the watchmaking process is up to date and carried out with extreme precision. Every raw material, even the gold used, is made in-house, and once made, every timepiece is assembled by hand and also tested independently, the entire process taking almost a year for one watch. The brand also has a team of gemologists who buy, test, and arrange diamonds in models. The quality check of Rolex is fierce and strict. Every Rolex watch is pressure tested before leaving the Rolex plant premises. A watch is placed in a sensitive air pressure chamber to test for any discrepancy, like air leakage. Also, if there is any condensation or water infiltration, the watch is discarded. Do you know that all watches are photographed with the time 10:10, known as the official Rolex time? While being photographed, every watch is placed at 10:10, with the seconds hand being at 31 seconds. The date and day function, if present, is always set for the 28th of the month, with Monday as the day. Another interesting thing is that Rolex has been to the deepest and the highest point in the world. Sir Edmund Hillary wore a Rolex when in 1953 he scaled to the top of the world at Everest. Even there, the watch showed no deviation and ran smoothly. In 2012, James Cameron went on his deep-sea challenge mission, descended into the Mariana Trench, had a Rolex in his hand that worked immaculately at 12,000 meters deep. Similarly, in Rolex watches, Roman numeral for 4 is LOL, rather than LV, to make the watch aesthetically pleasing and ensure symmetry. The makers still use watchmakers 4 LOL on their watches with Roman numerals, another process that shows their commitment towards craftsmanship and impeccable quality. These 10 parts in the winding crown of the watch are screwed imperviously on the watch case. Finally, let's tell you about its global presence in 100 countries. Its Take 8 models are available in 26 languages, a few of them being Danish, Chinese, Arabic, Hebrew, Greek, Indonesian, Dutch, Farsi, Turkish, and Swedish. After watching all these, probably you want to buy the Rolex, hence here are some details to buy. Customers from around the world trust the online service of Bob's Watches. Bob's is the world's first and only pre-owned Rolex exchange where consumers can buy, sell, and trade used Rolex watches at a true fair market value. The company believes in complete transparency and publishes the current buy and sell values for each Rolex model, making it the online marketplace for aficionados looking for the best deal. Devoted exclusively to the used Rolex market, Bob's Watches prides itself on obtaining stellar results for its customers. The company's business philosophy is built on integrity and trust, which is exactly why it has become the leading online destination for used Rolex timepieces. And unlike other online watch companies, Bob's carries an actual inventory of watches. Each and every watch at bobswatches.com is in stock and ready to sell. So to conclude, well, that's all for today's video. Feel free to share your experience in the comments section and keep us informed about your interests. It will be very interesting to read. And if you liked the video, why not give it a thumbs up? See you in the next video. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you won't miss any further videos. Until then, bye.